Then comes the name of applicants. Here all the inventors, if they have contributed financially for the said invention, then all the inventors can be named as an applicant. But in some cases, when your institute has provided you extended support in terms of arranging some instrument, chemicals or any other materials, so at that time it is a moral obligation on the inventors to put a name of institute as an applicant. So it is again a subjective thing. So you have to discuss among your team, with your guide or some mentor, and then you have to take a mature decision whether you have to incorporate name of institute as an applicant or not. Further, once the patent has been conferred, the 100%, that means full right of patent, will be conferred to the applicant, whosoever it may be. If it is an individual, then 100% right goes to the individual, or it may be a group, then to entire group. If it is an institute, then entire to the institute. So it might be possible that later on, once your patent get granted, and then if somebody has interested to take up your patents, so at that time, for the revenue sharing, whosoever would be the applicant, they will get the 100% right, and then it depends on the mutual understanding between applicant and inventor, how much inventor should get. Accordingly, applicant can give that particular portion to the inventors, and remaining amount would be lies with the applicant. So in nutshell, you should be very vigilant when you are putting a name of any person as an inventor or as an applicant, right? And next requirement is right of proof of assignment. As I mentioned, if in some cases your institute has given you an extended support, at that time you have to confer your rights to the institute, and to do so you have to file this right of proof of assignment on 100 rupees non-judicial stamp paper, right? Now in India there are different types of patent applications provisions are available. The first type is known as an ordinary application. Under that there are two types, provisional and complete. So today we will restrict ourselves with the provisional application only. Then second type is known as a conventional application. If you feel that your invention is also applicable to other countries like Germany, Japan, US, UK, then it is advisable that you go for conventional application, wherein you will get 12 months time period to take a mature decision apart from India in which country you would like to file, but your priority date will be get secured from the date of filing in India. The third type of application, that is known as the PCT international application. So full form of PCT is Patent Cooperation Treaty. So under this particular provision, if you file your PCT international application in India, there are 148 member countries across the world, and you will get 30 months time period to take a mature decision in out of 148 countries in which countries you would like to file your patent application. But your priority date will be secured from the date of filing of PCT internationally in India. Next, fourth type is PCT national phase application. So if any foreign individuals who are filing PCT international in his respective country, when they have to come to India, they have to file through PCT national phase, and vice versa. When you are going after filing PCT international in India, suppose now you would like to file in US, you have to file PCT national phase in US, and like so on. fifth type is application for patent of addition. That means today you file one patent application in India. After 6 months you feel that by doing some modification you can able to also cover the add-on part of your invention. So can you able to protect this add-on part? The answer is yes. You have to simply file patent of addition, wherein you have to say, okay, I have filed this previous my application number so and so, consider that as my parent application, and subsequently I am filing my first generation application. So till the grant or rejection of your parent application, you can file n number of patent of addition. There is no limit. You can file 5, 10, 15, n number of patent of addition till the date your parent get either accepted or rejected. And sixth type is divisional application. In this case, if you have combined more than one novelty features in a single invention, so at that time patent examiner will send you an objections. Okay, boss, please bifurcate these two different novelty features as a separate two applications instead of in a single application. Say for example, if you have clubbed one novelty features for hydraulic brake mechanism in your application and another novelty features for steering mechanism. So hydraulic brake is different, steering mechanism is different, and but to save the time, money, you filed a common application to the patent office. So at that time patent examiners, once they start examination of your application, they will send you a query report. Okay, file separate application for hydraulic brake mechanism and separate application for steering mechanism. So at that time whatever procedure you are following, that is known as divisional application, right? So out of these 6, today we'll discuss more about the first one, and in the first one we'll discuss more about the provisional one, which is comparatively simple to file and less documentations are needed. So let's see how to draft provisional specification. So key features of provisional patent, it is given under section 9 of the Act. What it tells us, it says application can be filed with provisional specification, that is without claim, to secure the priority. As I mentioned, in India we follow first to file rule. So even only you have some idea, concept not with you, you have not completed your research work is still ongoing, you do not have still some live model with you or say some prototype in your hand, even though only on the basis of concept or say idea you can file your provisional patent application. And that is the beauty of this. Say today you file provisional application on the basis of only concept or idea. Tomorrow someone from Chennai or Delhi, if they filed even the complete patent application wherein they have completed the similar kind of the research, they have submitted all the documents, data, drawings, everything to the patent office, but as you have filed provisional one day ahead of that gentleman, your rights get secured first. Though you do not have completed your research, though you do not have any data with you, though you do not have any drawings with you, but as you have filed the concept first, as per the definition, you will get the priority. So that's why it is very important that once you feel that your idea or concept satisfy the criteria of patentability, you should not have to wait, at least you have to file the provisional patent application. But filing the provisional matter is not over. Because the no patent is granted on the basis of provisional specification. It must be followed by a complete specification within 12 months time period. So within 12 months you have to complete your research and you must have to submit the complete specification to the patent office. If you fail to do so, your provisional application get lapsed, your rights get void off. So it is must that you have to file complete application within 12 months. Further, there are certain provisions are also available, like applicant can file more than one provisional application within 12 months of first filing. You can file 1, 2, 3 provisional. On request to the controller of patent, complete can be termed as a provisional if request within 12 months of filing the complete applications. On request, priority date can be changed from date of provisional to the date of complete if request before grant of patent. But all these provisions are under the special circumstances can be given to the controller of patent at Mumbai. And again, all these options, though they are available, but they are highly risky, because there may always chance that if you change your priority date, if somebody anywhere in the world, as I mentioned previously also, you have to think globally. If somebody has done anything related to your invention anywhere in the world, and if you now request the controller of patent to change your priority, that means once your patent examination will begin, if somewhere in China or in Russia somebody has at least published a paper or do a presentation on the similar topic or similar invention, your rights get void off. So it is better not to use such options available under the Act. It is always advisable you must file your complete application within 12 months. Further, a provisional specification is not a rough draft or a skeleton of the complete specification. That means once you file provisional, as I mentioned, within 12 months you must have to file the complete. After filing complete application, and once the 18 months period get over, 18 months period means from the date of first filing to 18 months. After 18 months, your application get published in the Patent Office Journal, followed by you have to request to do the examination of your patent application. So when examiners start the examination, they will see only your complete patent application. They will not examine initially your provisional application. It is something surprising. Then why they are asking to submit the provisional? As I mentioned, the provisional is just to secure the priority. On the basis of provisional, no patent either get accepted or either get rejected. But sometimes when examiners do the examination of your complete application, if they have some query, at that time they may refer your provisional patent application too. And if they found your provisional is talking about something different and your complete is talking about something different, so if the angle of objectives in both the applications are different, on that ground patent examiner may reject your complete application directly. So that's why even though nobody is going to examine your provisional at a first instance, you should be careful during drafting of provisional, because you never know at which moment examiner may look at your provisional to justify the basis of your complete applications. So that's why you have to draft with equal attention of the provisional application. Further, the provisional specification remains a permanent and separate document, and provisional application cannot be allowed when you would like to file either divisional or conventional or PCT, international or national phase application. So only when you are interested to go ahead to file ordinary application, at that time only provisional specification is allowed, otherwise not. Now these are the different forms required to be filed for provisional patent application. So form number 1, that is known as application for grant of patent. Form number 2, that is known as application with provisional specification, wherein you have to include field, background, object, principle and general statement of the invention. Form number 3, wherein the statement and undertaking regarding the foreign filing we have to include. Form number 26, it is not mandatory, it is an optional. If you are taking in help of some patent agent or patent attorney, so at that time, to make these peoples authorized to work on your behalf, you have to file form number 26. And lastly, a proof of right of assignment. As I mentioned, if you are making your institute or an incorporation as an applicant, so at that time you have to give proof of right to your institute or an incorporation in terms of assignment, and that you have to furnish using 100 rupees non-judicial stamp paper. So it depends on your case to case. If individuals are an applicant, so at that time this proof of right of assignment is not required. So now let's see about the fee structure for provisional patent application. So in this table you can see the different forms which require to be filed with the provisional, and depending on the applicants the fees are different. So first category, that is for natural persons. If as an applicant you yourself as an individual or maybe your team as a group of individuals are there, so at that time you will be considered as a natural person. At that time, for form 1 you have to pay 1760 rupees for as an application fee. And if your application number of pages exceeded more than 30 pages, then per page 176 rupees you have to pay. For form number 2, as such there is no fee, but for additional page similar fee is applicable. For form number 3 and 26, as such there is no fee. Then second category of applicant, that is known as a small entity. So very recently, on the 28th of Feb 2014, Patent Office has revised this fee structure, and accordingly they have fragmented the legal entity in two parts. One they called as a small entity, and one they now termed as other than small entity. So under the small entity, incorporations which are registered with the MSME, that is micro, small and medium enterprises, that will be considered as a small entity, and to give them the privilege